Hey guys, this is Tuck950 and I'm going to be showing you manga that I've gotten from the beginning of summer till now. So, let's get started. First two volumes I got are Air Gear Volume 6 and Volume 7. Now I haven't read these yet, but I've heard from multiple people that the series starts to go downhill from here. It gets stupid or whatnot. So I'm absolutely hoping this does not happen, because Air Gear is like one of my favorite series. I really enjoy it. It's so creative and different. I just have to say, yeah, it's going to be disappointing if it does, but I've also heard from other people that it actually goes the opposite way and gets better, so I'm kind of scared to read it, but hopefully it'll get better. Next I have Aquaman Volume 4, 5, and 6. Now let me tell you that this series is absolutely amazing. With every volume, I get more and more excited for the next volume, and that has never happened to me in manga before. Like, I could always pick a favorite volume out of the series, or what's out so far, which by the way I'm caught up on now, which is absolutely outstanding. But Volume 6 just leaves you at really, you're just going to leave me with that kind of thing. I don't want to spoil it, but it is the most annoying cliffhanger you could ever have, ever. Next I have Battle Royale Volume 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Let me just tell you, if you have yet to read Battle Royale, you're extremely missing out, because this series is absolutely amazing. I was so impressed. The only thing I didn't like about the series is that they think that one of the main characters of the series needs to have sex with everyone. And I mean everyone, I'm not joking. That's the only problem I have with the series. Otherwise, the series is absolutely amazing. The idea, the gore and guts, the battles, it is just awesome. And now I've completed the series, and I have to say I'm really disappointed about that, because I can't read more, and I hate that about series. And that's why I don't want to finish them, is because it's like, fuck, after I read this volume, it's done, it's over with. You can't, I mean, I can reread it again, but it's nothing new, right? Next I have Berserk Volume 1. Now I've been wanting to try this series out for a long time. The reason I've been wanting to check it out is because everybody says that when they think of Berserk, they think of Gantz, or vice versa. And a lot of people know that Gantz is my favorite series, so I have to say, like, and I've looked through the first couple of pages, read a couple of them. I didn't have enough time to read the whole volume, of course, but, it's good, but it just doesn't seem, I don't know, it just doesn't seem, my kind of favorite manga. Like, there's a fairy or an elf thing, and why is that there? I was reading. Maybe it explains more about it and it gets cooler. I don't know. But for now, it's fucking weird. Next I have Blade of the Immortal Volume 1 and Volume 2. Now this series has actually been getting a lot of hype on YouTube because of a pretty well-known manga YouTuber named Code Provider, which is absolutely in love with the series. And I was talking to him on Skype. He's like, man, you gotta check it out. I know you'll like it. So I check it out. I read the first volume. And I don't know if I was just so excited for it that I just got disappointed in the end, or maybe it just wasn't my kind of manga. I don't know. But it just didn't seem exciting. Overall, it seems boring. Which, I like the idea of how Worms, he's never gonna die. But again, I mean, that means there's like no risk of him dying. It's just like, hey, you can't kill me, so I can do basically whatever he wants, right? And there's no chance of him dying, which is why I like Gantz, because, I mean, there's a good chance that everyone in that pack's gonna die. And this one just kind of like ruins it completely. I mean, like, just no dying in it. And although, yeah, I like the idea of the worms, and I also like the first villain that the main character fights. A little bit of a spoiler, but he has heads on the shoulders of his past, like, victims or wives or whatever, and he like sewed them onto his shoulder. I'm like, that's fucking creepy. But I did enjoy it. I thought it was a pretty cool idea. But yeah, overall, I just read the first volume. Maybe the second volume gets like 2,000 times better, but I hope it does. But it just, I don't know, it's just a little disappointing for me. Next I have Blue Exorcist Volume 1, Volume 2, and Blue Exorcist Volume 3. Now this series is also known as A No Exorcist, I think. But for some reason in America they think that we need to change it to Blue because we cannot pronounce ano without making an anal joke. So actually I think that's a very good idea, because the first time I said it, my friend said, is that like an anal joke? So yeah. I read the first volume and I thought it was great. I was really surprised because I didn't think I was going to enjoy the series because of the fact that, I don't know, I didn't see a very good plot coming into this, like a demon exorcist. What the fuck's going on here? I mean, it's a good idea, but I just didn't see a plot coming out of it, and it really changed my mind. I thought it was great. Next I have Claymore Volume 18. This is like one of my first purchases. It was good, but it just seems like with every passing volume it gets more, you know, boring. It's like, okay, come on, fight, you know. Maybe it's just because the volumes are released so far after each other, like 6 months even, which is absolutely stupid and terrible, because I don't understand why they can't publish Claymore Volume in 6 months. I mean, why? Why are you doing that? But either way, it was okay. It just, I don't know, it just wasn't as good. Next I have Ice Shield 21, Volume 36, which is the second to last volume. The last volume is coming out soon. And, you know, this was also a disappointment to me. I mean, Ice Shield 21 is my favorite, is my second favorite series. My favorite shonen series. But, I don't know, it just seems like it's slowing down on me. It just seems like the hype's not as much, and it seems like now that they're so far into the plot, and, you know, so far in the games, they got so good, it seems like they're superhuman now, which is, it's not even fun, because it's so unrealistic, it's not even funny, it's terrible, actually. But, I mean, it's still exciting and fun, it's just not as good as it used to be. Next I have Fairy Tail Volume 2. My friend is, like, addicted to this series, and I keep telling him, dude, it's like a One Piece copy, and in a way it is. But, you know, Fairy Tail's got its ups and downs, it's good and bads, but Volume 2 just kind of bored me, really. Especially, like, the later chapters in the book. I don't know, it's just getting boring for me, I don't know. Maybe manga's just getting boring, I don't know, but it seems lately that, you know, it's just not as good as it used to be. Next I have Gantz Volume 17 and 18, which catches me up with the series, or the book series in America. And, this is where it kind of changes. Gantz is fucking amazing. I mean, I'm pretty much up to date with this online, except a couple of new chapters that come out and I haven't read them yet. But if I can reread it, if I can read it online and then reread it in book form, that means this book series has to be absolutely amazing. For people who have not tried out this book series, please, please, please do. Yes, there's a little bit of hentai in it, but it all makes up for it when it comes to the blood gushing, killing of aliens, and how badass it is. I promise you, if you try this series out, it will not disappoint you. Next I have GTO Volume 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. This series is absolutely amazing. It is my third favorite series, and is damn well close to being my second, especially if it continues on how great it is with each passing volume. I have to say, like, every volume, I love GTO, or Great Teacher Onizuka, more and more and more. It's just so funny, and the teacher, like, how he cares about his students, and it's just so inspirational and stuff. I mean, like, I've never thought I could be inspired by a character from a manga series, but I was wrong. Completely wrong, in fact. So I have 1 through 25 of GTO, which is the whole entire series, so I'm kind of scared of reading the whole entire series. I don't want to. I mean, I want it to last forever. This series is great, and it's just really sad that it's got to go. But they are making a GTO 14-day spin-off of the series when he disappears for 14 days, which I will buy. It's coming out January, so, like, when it first turns January, I'm going to pick it up. Next I have High School of the Dead Volume 1, 2, and 3, which is all that's out right now. And, I mean, I have to say that it follows the anime, or the anime follows the manga pretty well, from what I've looked and read at. Although, I mean, it's good stuff, of course, but I don't really, I mean, the artwork's not near as good as the animation is. But, you know, improvement comes and comes and comes, so I'm certain that the artwork will get better. And yeah, I fucking love anything with zombies in it. Any fucking thing, ever. Monster, Volume 2. It's great stuff. I was actually, like, the first volume was probably my first volume of any manga I've ever read. It was amazing. It drew me in. It was just great. Surprisingly, my next one is One Piece Volume 10. Right now, it's just kind of exciting where they're at, because now it's kind of the boss versus Luffy kind of thing going on, where Luffy's going to show his stuff. Rosario plus Vampire, Volume 3. Now, I actually bought this series, or started this series, when I first started getting anime and manga. And it's really surprising I finally get the third one like a year later, which is terrible. Shaman King, Volume 1. This is a limited edition one, which I got off for half price, so I got this for $4. So I think I might, you know, pick up the second volume sometime. Next volume is Ultimo, Volume 1. Yeah, I read it, and it just didn't seem interesting at all in the beginning, and then it started getting better near the end, but I mean, it's just, I don't know, it's just not my thing, so I don't think I'm going to pick up the next volume. Vagabond, Volume 2. I read the first volume a while back, and I thought it was pretty good, so why not check out the second one, right? So thanks for watching, you guys. See ya.